So there's some very quick sketches. These sketches showing the morphology of the project and showing the kind of really the fluid lines. The section showing also the fluid lines and how it begins to connect in a very seamless way to the landscape, and how some of the lines pick up movement through the stadium and around it, from the park to the museum next to it, showing part of the structure. And also this shows the structure with the kind of the hard structure, and also the tensile structure, or the which can be eventually opened up, how it connects all the parts together. Of course, there's a kind of very large project. It's kind of 80,000 spectators, which also kind of changes according to the games. It has a field and track, and also football, and maybe major music events. The line, you see the line which has people, so there's always kind of sort of activity around the stadium where people move through from the park to the museum on the side. Just a different kind of aspect. It's not one enormous kind of lump, but it's actually broken up with these kind of faceted spaces.
Mode in with track and field for the athletic. Then the seating can move closer to the field for the rugby and for the football. You also can see that the roof can close down. We have the main structure, a skeletal shell with major arches, then filled with cable nets. These are permanently closed to cover the audience, and this can open up or close with fabric.
And this is obviously when it's completely closed for an indoor kind of music event or some spectacle.
So here is the main entrance coming through. This is a public path which leads to a public terrace, as well as a museum and library. So these are public facilities which wrap the stadium and are accessible independently of the stadium the whole time. So this is the layers of the project, with the public podium, the 80,000 seats with the lower part retractable, a main structure, a series of main arches and cells for tensile structure. These are the membranes. So the main structural arches, a very large free span. Second element of importance is that bridge or public path which can move through the site while there's events or while the stadium is closed, leading to a public facility which is a library and museum, and a public viewing deck. The technical explanation in terms again of major steel arches and trusses, and then the cable net covering very lightly the overall space with the retractable roof. You can also see the way the roof totally disappears in the truss or comes out to cover the stadium, where these elements are permanently covered but could be translucent. So there's a bright open stadium, yet it can fully enclose itself against the elements. We finally have prepared a small animation.